be out here with my teammates having fun once again.
Oh, what about the way you have kind of blown up, for lack of a better word? I mean, I know I don't think you surprised yourself, but a lot of people are kind of looking at it like, man, where did he come from?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always been one of those guys that's kind of been underrated, but it's all good. I like being that way. That way, I just set my own standard and go work as hard as I can, be the best I can.
Devontae Wyatt was talking about y'all skull sessions and finding your why to play football. Through this process, through your career at Georgia, what's motivating you to be the best and go as high as you can in the draft?
I have to say, I've always wanted to be the best person I could be, just as a human being. And I have a family that I want to do it for. That's my main reason why I do what I do. And just want to be the best person I can be.
Coming out of the position group that you did with that defensive line, as talented as it is in this year's draft, what kind of legacy do y'all feel like you left for the next group of guys that are going to be playing here next year?
I feel like we left something that will carry on for a long time, just being able to get to know each other's why, get to know each other even in football. And I think that'll go a long ways. Instead of just being together playing football all day, you actually know why the person beside you is doing what he's doing.
How important was Trey Scott in your development?
Coach Trey Scott, he was very important in my development. Coming from high school, I was one of those guys. I didn't play a lot of technique. I was just out there playing football, having fun. And once I got here, with the technique he showed me, it made the game slow down a lot.
Have there been any teams that you've been talking with more than once or a couple times? And
I've talked to the Eagles a couple times, more than once. Talked to the Jags more than once, Giants more than once. It's been a couple teams.
And what were you hoping to prove and show out there today?
Like I said, just one of those guys that's compete. I came out here to be with my teammates once again, and Athens. It was just something that I wanted to do.
Did you go to dinner with any teams last night? Did they get to know you better?
I wasn't dinner with the Jags last night.
Where'd they take you?
We went to a steakhouse downtown. I forgot the name of it.
So you didn't have to eat a salad? You didn't have to eat a salad like Jordan did?
I didn't have to do that.
Have you talked with the Falcons?
I have talked with the Falcons as well.
How'd it go?
It went well. Talked to him at the combine, and I also talked to him here as well.
What's next for you now, leading up to the draft? What do you have planned?
Just continue working on my craft, trying to get better, get ready to go into the NFL, be as healthy as I can, and be the best that I can be.
What's it say about this team to have a record-setting NFL personnel here after winning a national championship? What does that mean?
That's something to me. That's something special. That's something that I'll never forget. My life, just winning the national championship, that really meant a lot to me and my teammates as well. And they go a long way.
Travon, that's maybe the last time these guys get to see you in person. Do you feel like you put your resume out there on tape in person, that you're ready to take that step?
For the most part, I do feel like I have done that, put out everything that I can, but it's always room for improvement.
How many private workouts do you expect to get moving forward?
Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling.
Talk about this lifelong dream. I mean, it's almost there. A couple more weeks, you'll be getting drafted. Just talk about the relief it is for what you did. It's that focus you had as a little kid to keep going to where you might end up.
I'd say for me, it's really not a relief yet because I'm just one of those guys. I worked so hard for so long, and just to be this close, it makes it even harder for me to just even think about quitting or anything like that. Just got to keep going because I'm right here at the end.
Are you going to be in Vegas for the draft? Or are you?
I won't be in Vegas.
Trayvon, saw you doing linebacker drills. How do you think that speaks to your versatility as a player?
I think that says a lot. Just I'm one of those guys, like I said, I can do anything a coach needs me to do. If he needs me to drop in coverage, put my hand down the rush, I can be one of those guys to help contribute, win a championship in the league.
Gotcha.
Why wouldn't you be going to Vegas? Do you want to spend time at your hometown?
Be with my family.
Yeah.
Have they draft party planned already?
No party plans yet.
Not yet. Okay.
The smile says there will be one.
Yeah.
Probably.
What's been your favorite part of this process so far?
Just being around some legendary coaches, getting to meet a lot of the staff, just being able to see guys in person that I've seen on TV growing up my whole life that I've looked up to or always idolized just for being one of the great coaches.
Have you met anybody yet where you're just like, wow, I can't believe I just talked to this person?
I have to say Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to talk to Bill Belichick? There's a lot of them, but he was one that really stood out.
That was today for the first time?
Yes, it was.
When you get done an interview with a team, what do you think their biggest takeaway is about you?
He's a great person on the field and as well out the field. I'm one of those guys. I don't want to just be remembered on the field. I want to be remembered on the field as well. A very humble guy, a guy that comes to work every day and just gives it his all.
Has anyone given you any tips or advice throughout this process?
I've had a lot of guys give me a lot of tips, like from Elite Hand, guys in the league, Stokes. A lot of guys, they just try to keep me positive, try to keep my head on right, tell me to just keep being me, and I'll be perfect.
Do you have a goal now?
question, guys. Last question.
Do you have a goal now to be like a top 15 pick now that you seem to have raised your stock?
I do. I mean, that is the goal. Jump and be the highest pick as possible, but it's in God's hand.